Hello, hello, hello there. Hi, everyone. Hello there. Hi, everyone. Okay. Today I want to talk about something very important that we tend to neglect as a people. Um, Not all of us, of course, as a people, but as a people, we tend to neglect this. This is called uh, self-preservation, preserving yourself. You know, yeah, preserving yourself and taking care of yourself. You know, um, in such a manner that you are good. You know, you are good mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and in all spheres of being a being. You know, you are good. Yes, of course, truth be told, you cannot be 100% good at all costs, at all times. But it's something that I call a work in progress or work in progress. Ukuthi kancane kancane you start from a zero, so to speak, and you climb. You know, you climb 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 100%. Sometimes, and then you also climb down, not up. You know, from 100% to 80, 70, 60. You know, with COVID and all that now, you know, it's easy health wise to climb down. You know, but yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. Self-preservation. Pre- preservation, yes. Preserving yourself, yes, something like that. Hey, it's messy English. Anyway, okay, so yeah, this is where I'm at now. A couple of years back, as a gymnast or someone who did gymnastics, I was quite fairly fit, I'd say strong, and probably indestructible. No, I'm joking. Of course, I was destructible, but I was quite very fit and strong physically, and which, you know, when you're fit and strong physically, sort of tends to give you the backup to be also fit and strong emotionally, because you have confidence in you. You have confidence in yourself, and you sort of like think that, you know, like, have you seen the guys that do bodybuilding, and you can see even when they walk, you know, it's like this, you know, because they feel that they're indestructible, you know. So from that level of being fit, it transcend or translate into the self-confidence, and the self-confidence goes into the mental being, where now mentally also you are healthy, because there is that self-confidence. You're not worried about petty things, you know, you're not worried about stuff. Often the stuff that worries a lot of people is not in your head. You're just beaming with confidence, you know. So where am I going with this? Having said that, I used to be, you know, and then life happened. You know, life happens. You know, I stopped gymnastics and became a gymnastics coach or instructor. So, you know, transitioning from that, being active or being preserving myself by being active, into now making other people active. It means now I spend more time teaching than working out. So then the level of fitness also start plummeting or going down. So is that confidence that one used to have, you know, like, "Oh, I'm strong, whatever, whatever." So yeah, And then that also then translates into the shield that you had being poked holes that can allow other things to affect you easily, like a comment from someone, and then it just goes right into your head and drives you into a melodramatic person, or and drives you into sadness, or it drives you to um, depression, you know, and you end up taking medication, or you end up going to therapy. Like, I've been to therapy. It's good also. You should go to therapy. Promise you, it's good. Thina-ke abantu abamnyama, we tend not to believe in these things, but this shit is good. Oh, sorry, I mind my language. Therapy is good. It helps you. It helps you cleanse yourself emotionally and mentally, and you come out of there a new person and with a new perspective in life, and you see things differently. So, right now, how can one sustain that preservation, or how can one sustain that confidence, or how can one sustain that being of a certain level in terms of mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and the whole being sphere. I think the first thing that we have to attend to is the physical aspect of it. I will make an example, and I might be offensive maybe to some people, like, you know, but it's not my intention. It's what I've observed in this short life I've lived. Skinny guy doesn't tend to be quite confident, you know. But I don't know, it could be because he's skinny, you know, especially when it comes to fighting. They don't tend to be those kind of guys, whereas a bodybuilder is like, I'm gonna smash you, I'm gonna kill you, you know. The same thing with uh, a person who tends to be ill a lot of time, they're not as confident as a person who's constantly healthy or having a clean bill of health, you know. So it's like, also, it's not all big people who are confident. When I say big people, people with big bodies, it's not all of them who are confident. Some of them are very ashamed of themselves and ashamed of their bodies, whereas some of them are very confident and very proud of their bodies. Whereas now, the skinny guy that I said was in confidence when it comes to fighting is very confident and very proud of his skinny body, because, if it's a guy, he doesn't have umkaba like mine that is developing, or if it's a lady, she has a flat tummy, a figure, and all that, yeah. So, so this thing, excuse me, needs to be worked on. You work on it. It doesn't happen automatically. You have to work on it mentally. Like I said, if you have to go see someone, go see someone. Go see a physiotherapist, or go talk to a tree or a rock or a stone or whatever. But you work on it. You need to work on yourself mentally. You need to work on yourself emotionally. So we all have different ways. You can have a partner just to work on your emotions. So girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, things like that. Or you can have a dog or a cat, that makes your emotions, I don't know. And we need, though, to identify what needs to be worked on, work on it. Same thing with the mental. And then we need to work on ourselves physically. You know, you need to work out. You need to go to gym. You need to go for walks. Walks are very good. I love walks. I love walks. Running, walking. Sometimes I would go for a run, even when it's raining, because when I run, I get to interact with myself upstairs. You know, everything. I forget about anything else and everything else, but tend to focus more on my upstairs being. Because when I run, I talk to myself. I do. Yes. You can call me crazy. I don't care, but I do talk to myself. Or when I'm walking, I tend to talk to myself. I tend to look at things with a different lens than when I'm just sitting and blah, 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 you know. So it's important we work out physically, we work out emotionally, we work out spiritually, we work out mentally. How do you work out mentally? Reading is another way of working out mentally. Reading helps a lot in alleviating your sense of thinking and exposing you into a lot of other things that may not be sort of like you're not aware of or exposed to. So read a lot. That will help you. Spiritually, go to church. I don't know. Or what? I don't know what. She's in paper or you know, but yeah, do that you know when you do it, it helps you connect with that what's the word, with that part of being, you know. So like myself, I tend to listen to a lot of gospel music. Helps me spiritually, you know, and I tend to read a lot, helps me mentally. And like I said, I go for walks and runs. Okay, walking and running helps me mentally, helps me physically, you know. And I also watch what I eat. That is very important, guys. I watch what I eat because that helps me, again, health wise, physical wise, and emotional wise. You know, it gives me a lot of confidence to know that I eat food that will not expose me into things that I don't want to be exposed to. Well, you never know. I mean, the life works in different ways. You know, today could be you could have a clean bill of health, and then you wake up the next day you have cancer, or you have this or that or that. But I always try to stay on the right side of the lane, and you know, sort of like whatever happens, let it happen, but let it find me on the right side of the lane, you know, so that even when it finds me, I have a chance of defeating it than finding me in a worse position that I can't even stand a chance of defeating it. Right. So, yeah, guys, basically what I'm saying, let's get out there. Let's preserve ourselves. Watch what you do. Watch who you interact with. There are people in your life, my life, everyone's life, that are good for you, and there are people that are not good for you. Cut those who are not good for you. Keep those who are good for you. There are things that in life are good for you, and there are things that are not good for you. Cut what's not good, keep what's good, you know. There are also things that, like working out is not good for all of us. Sometimes working out is not good for other people. So if it's not good for you, don't go work out because Sandile said we must work out, you know. But do what is going to preserve you, do what is going to make you happy, do what's going to keep you in a state of being that is positive. that is progressive, that is making you smile all the time rather than worrying and depressed and all that kind of thing, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let's yeah, let's do some self introspection first, and then we'll know where to start. Yeah, that's what I had today in my head. You know, I don't plan these things. As you can see, my conversation is not even structured. I just blab. But I am hoping that with my blabbing, I am gonna I am going to help someone out there find themselves, because we tend to lose ourselves also. Unfortunately, we do lose ourselves in the midst of the life happening. We tend to lose ourselves. And then sikhohlwa ukuthi singobani, siyaphi, sisukaphi, sifunani, you know, and get mixed with everything and all that. That's not good for us. So, guys, let me go to my garden and do some gardening, which is also good for me spiritually, which I love, and I think it loves me. So, yeah, um, yeah. Well, if you have anything actually that you think is positive or is good for self-preservation, please share it on the comments, and you know, share it in the comments. Let everyone know, so that everyone can be able to self-preserve, you know, because today we are all about self-preserving. Tomorrow it'll be something else, but today we are all about self-preserving.